Well, you had better have filled up at Hattiesburg on the way to the coast because along Highway 90, everything had been flooded and gutted. Shopping centers were Red Cross staging areas. Cars were parked on the highland on Highway 603 at Waveland in hopes of keeping them above the level of the storm surge, but they were drowned under a 28-foot wall of water that came up to where that debris line is, way up there on the I-10 underpass where 603 goes under it. That same wall of water had to come through Waveland. Apartments a mile inland at Highway 90 were flooded and unlivable up to the third floor. Closer to the coast, you knew the style in which everybody lived because all of their possessions were stacked out on the street where you could see them, soggy and unusable from flooding. Across the tracks heading toward the water, you started seeing houses that had been flattened, mixed in with a few still standing. A half-mile from the water, there were no standing houses, only piles of debris that had been homes for people who had lived there, perhaps grown up there, the only house they'd ever known. And then a quarter-mile to the Gulf and onto the water, there were no houses, not even stacks of scraps. All of that had been washed farther inland, just slabs and toppled trees. Now this is Waveland. Bay St. Louis looked like this, as did Pass Christian, Long Beach, Gulfport, Biloxi, all the way to Pascagoula. Except you couldn't drive it because the Highway 90 bridges at Bay St. Louis and Biloxi looked like this.